Alright, quick video on a trade that I just put on the VIX. So, bought this bar right here, the close to the highs of this bar, 23.27. I'm just going to draw on my entry here. So, we got long on this bar here. Just indicate that. That was a buy there at this bar. Got in at 23.27 was the entry, so roughly right there. Let's quickly change that. And the premise of the trade was that we have a few confluences. Number one, we had this descending trend line. You can see here, this is basically another bull flag that's popping up in the VIX. We had a big run up in the morning. Hard to get long here. It was very choppy. So the market's today a little bit choppy as we're now running into the previous day's range. So we've done a fair amount of consolidation from basically, I want to say like around 10 o'clock all the way until 11:45. So here now it's broken out of this range. I want to see some volume kind of step up as well. We're still lacking that, so there's not a lot of conviction. One of the compelling things for me in this trade is that if you look on the higher time frame, this is actually an opening range break play. We have consolidation, as I mentioned before, but it's a lot more clear on the 15-minute chart. We actually had consolidation, and I like to call it productive consolidation because it's happening right on the opening range high. So as long as we keep above that opening range high, the moving averages are all in the right direction, then short term, in terms of, this is the time frame that we're trading, it is all confluent in terms of what we're looking for. So in terms of a target, it's kind of hard to say. We're gonna have to wait and see how this one plays out. Out of a triangle pattern like this, you could expect it to move up, maybe up into this area here. It's out of this bull flag pattern, I mean. And just to measure the risk to rewards here, we have our entry at 23.27. I have my stop here at 23.13, so below the low of this bar, which is fairly aggressive. It's kind of an aggressive trade there, so there's a chance that could be a little bit too tight. That's kind of where we've got it right now. And as I mentioned, I entered the order here at 23.27. So and the stop is at 23.13. Okay, so it's 11:45. Let's see how this trade plays out. Quick update on the VIX trade. Now things are beginning to move a little faster. Finally, volume has picked up. We see a little bit of volume here. 11:47. We are now up +2 on this trade, +2R. So the stop is now trailed to par. So already we've reduced our risk on the trade, and we're letting this. We want to see where this can run to. There are no overhead gaps. They're pretty far away, so those are not good targets intraday here for this session. Compelling target may be pretty far up, which would be 24.04. I'm looking at the higher time frame here. I'm just going to flip back to the 15-minute chart for a second. And if I retrace the most recent high, which is a couple days ago, down to this session's low, we have a 38.2 retracement around 24.04, which a lot of sellers could begin to appear there. So that could be a natural area of resistance. That's quite a ways away still. By this point, this is very productive behavior in terms of the way it's kind of steadily climbing up. And at the same time, 24.04 does mark the Bollinger Band that I've placed right there as well. So that would be, again, a natural profit-taking area for some people, and maybe a place some people will be looking for shorts. So that could be a place to make as a logical target, or maybe a possible target. I really have no expectations of this trade. I'm just going to manage it now based upon my trade management rules. All right, 11:51. All right, another quick update. So markets are moving now. We're up roughly 3R in this trade, closing in on 4R. So now we've trailed our stop to +1R. And I'm going to look to tighten up the trail and stop shortly. Just a broader analysis again. We had this nice consolidation on the opening range high. It's since popped out. Now the 2404 level doesn't look that far away, right? So, you know, we recorded this, you know, about 10 minutes ago. It looked like it was far away, but that's always the way it is when you first get into it. It's hard to see how it's going to get there, but in this case here now, you know, we see this one wide range bar. Another wide range bar would get us there, you know, in pretty quick fashion. Now it's always important to see how the broader market's trading, so we get that context. The ES now has broken down nicely, as you can see here. You know, this is the opposite side of the same mirror, right? So the ES consolidated around its opening range low. You know, we always tell this that it's, you know, that is you know, that's when the sellers are in control, right? So the buyers have to step up and prove otherwise. But if the price action's hovering near the opening range low, it's not breaking through that, then you can assume that the sellers are in control. And sure enough, you know, it's broken down. That's why we took the trade on the VIX. And you know, here we have you know, a big wide range bar. You want to see even more selling, like, you know, this area here, on the S&P E-minis, the 1905 area, that's a legitimate target, right? So to retrace to yesterday's low is not unreasonable. But again, it's we just you know, manage our trades the way we manage our trades. Right now, going back to the VIX, going back to our intraday time frame, you know, we're up 3.5 R, and we're just going to continue to manage a trade. All right, 11:59. 12:32. Quick update on our VIX position. It's now a +4 R. Getting us some alerts here telling me it's hit our targets of +4 R. So we've now trailed it to +2 R. So the least we're gonna risk on this is our profit from this is +2 R. As you can see, you know, we consolidated for a while there. Another nice consolidation pattern there. If you actually just, you know, look at it carefully, you can actually just draw it in. You know, we have again this pattern that I've mentioned many times. You got a broadening pattern formed here. It's kind of a megaphone pattern or broadening wedge, followed by a consolidation pattern, right? So a broadening followed by consolidation. Then once you have a breakout of that consolidation, then, you know, we expect a resumption to the upside. So that was the consolidation pattern on the lower time frame. We have some increased volume, which is good. On the VIX, again, the higher time frame, this is productive, right? So if you want to take a look, again, we have consolidation bars there. Those two blue candles are narrow range. A break above those, is very productive, again, because, you know, if you look at it from the other side, there's actually people who are trying to get short this market. There are some folks who think, well, this could be one of those tweezer patterns, because they believe that these, you know, these long shadows foretells that that's the top. So a lot of traders, you know, they probably went short around here, and on this bar especially, because we had a price action break the lows of this bar on this candle, and they probably put their stops above, you know, the tops of this candle. So, you know, anything above 23.79, you know, we had a bit of a push through there as their stops got run. So again, looking on the ES, so, you know, this looks like, you know, there's a good chance that we're going to keep moving up here to 24.04. That's still my initial target. We'll see where that goes. If we overlay now the ES and see how that's playing out, again, mirror image, right? ES is certainly broken down now. An interesting place for ES to perhaps get to, and this may not be in a straight line, but maybe at least some point throughout the day, if the buyers don't take control, then, you know, we can be looking at, you know, an extension back down to the 1905.75 level on the ES. So that's a possibility. We're going to just have to wait and see how that plays out. And again, it's really not, for me, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's interesting to take a look at these possibilities. But now that we're in a trade, we're just in trade management mode. So, you know, our goal here is just to manage a trade according to our methodology, and wherever the price goes, the price goes. Okay, 12:35. 12:43. Another quick update. Target The +5 target has now been hit. We're now trailing our stop to +4 at 23.81. So the trade certainly moved nicely in our favor. At this point here, just looking at the higher time frame, we see a little bit of the trend is still upwards. So everything at this point still in our favor. However, at this point we're definitely in risk management mode, so we may get stopped out here for, and there it is, we got stopped out for 23.81, so that's a decent trade. So read that one pretty well. We recognized, again, just to summarize the trade, we saw the bullish flag pattern kind of forming there, bought the breakout at 23.27, caught 4R of that move, so it went up to about 5R. We trailed our stop to 4R and caught a pretty decent trade on a pretty easy move. Now, this may not be the end of the move. It could certainly go higher here, but again, just based upon how we manage our trades, we caught, I think, the easy part of that trade. This was pretty much as easy as it gets in terms of trading the VIX and watching for bigger patterns and expressing that on the smaller time frame. All right, 12:44. On to the next trade.